Hey everybody, hey, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Money Rain. We are going over today's action, February 15th, 2023. It has been a rough day. It has been a rough day. Some of that volatility is gone. I don't know what happened. I'm taking a look here. Let's take a quick peek at our economic calendar here for the day. This was today, Wednesday the 15th. We had a couple of reports come out. We had petroleum come out, but we also had retail sales at 8:30. A couple things happening, little green dots here at 10 o'clock. So not too much going on. The market was completely confused. So I don't know if you traded today, but it was definitely sideways. Look at silver. Here's a look at silver. We had, I don't know, let's take a look. These were all trailing stop hits, right? So we bought here. Got up to that point, we retraced back and got stopped out. We sold off here, came back up to a stop out, got stopped out here. Got a nice position here, which we had some vertical move to, but it did get retraced to a stop out. This trading was a stop out. This was a stop, trailing stop. These are all trailing stops. Trailing stop here, trailing stop here. Been a rough day, and then we had these two losers to boot. So silver took it on the chin today. Was not a good day. But here's the good news. We didn't lose much. That is the important part of a good trading system. When you lose, keep your losses small. So we had a little drawdown here. Compared to our normal up days, I counted these. If you look at the days that were up closes, the only other one that we had a down day was here on a Monday, 2 Mondays ago. So we had 2 Mondays ago, we had a down day. Today, on Wednesday the 15th, we had a down day. That's the only 2 days downward, basically lost. We lost the money at the end of the day compared to all the other days on the chart. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Again, let's take a look. We're averaging $854 a day based on these settings. Wednesday, we're normally hitting 81 ticks profit over the last 17 trading days. Wednesdays we're doing good. 2025 is our net on that. We didn't make it today. Okay, we took a little off. So sideways day. Here's an actual, take a look at this. This is a minute chart. Here's silver today, and we normally trade in the morning. So it was this action here. Look at that compared to yesterday's action. And then we compare this to the prior day, the 13th. We had action here. So, the range here was about $800. Range here we've got at $2,000. I have my little handy dandy ruler here. $1,200 day. This was a $1,600 day. So, we've had a tight trading range today, so it was an off day. Hey, for a breakout system, you can expect to lose a good amount of money, and today StructureBoss definitely kept that from happening. Corn also was a weak mover today. If you're following agriculturals, we had a short that went right in here. It actually got stopped out pretty quick on our trailing. It was a trailing stop. This was a down out loss. We hit our maximum loss here. I think we might have hit target on this one. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. So we went short at that point. We hit there for a gain. And that was it. That was the trades for today. Let's take a look at that equity curve. And our day for Wednesday, the green line. Up and down. We might have broken even. Maybe not. Down a little bit on corn today. But look at that. I just love that equity curve. What a beautiful move. All right, let's take a look at the Russell. So the Russell, actually, we did have one trade here. I'm taking a look at the close of the market. You know what? This morning was nuts, back and forth, up and down. No conviction in the market with those news releases today. So here just analyzing from 3 in the afternoon till 4:20, we've had back and forth between this green line and this magenta line. We had one trade where we bought right at that level, took a little heat, finally came up. We made a little bit of cash on that one. This is just looking at Wednesdays now. So normally we're pulling in $235 per Wednesday. There's 3 Wednesdays in this analysis, in this look back. And let's take a look at the overall P&L. Oh, we went off the charts there, but we'll figure out that one. So we made a little bit today. This was today's action. So not too impressed with it, but at least we didn't lose. You know trading. You know, you're not a newbie at this. A day like this, sideways day where you can keep from losing your shirt, it's a good system. It's a good system. Crude oil, again, had a pretty rough sideways day. Made a little bit here, though. And then we lost a little bit in the middle of the day from 11 o'clock till 12:30-ish. So I actually ran the entire day here from 8 in the morning till 1600 hours, from 8 to 4. And let's see if we can get, that's the green line that starts it and the pink line that ends it. And this one was a little bit of a cheat. You know, unfortunately, we hit entry here, this green line. Got a good move up. I think we got stopped out on a tight trailing stop move. Sometimes our trailing stop moves are not so great. You know, they do keep us from getting burned, but they also prevent us from getting the long-term target. Let's take a look at, yeah, we have a normal 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio, so we must have gotten stopped out on a trailing stop here. Couple of them just here in the middle of the day. We went to maximum stop loss area. Look at this. We started out. Here we go. Another trailing stop hit. Another trailing stop hit. Trailing stop. Trailing stop on this guy. Trailing stop here. This one must have been a trailing stop. I don't see why we would have gotten hit target instead of a trailing stop. This one looks like a trailing stop. Trailing stop. And there was a trailing. This is one of the things we like to keep our stops close. I don't want to lose a lot on a big trade. These guys, they just did not satisfy our trailing stop requirements. So today was a little bit of a setback in crude. You can see right here is this was the start of the day. We had some winners, but then those losers came in and wiped us out. So we lost from the start of the day. We were at plus 176 ticks down to 88. So we lost $900 off today. So I turned off these days. Let's turn them back on and do a full analysis and see how the overall picture in crude goes. So if you're trading the entire day from 8 till 1600s, which probably don't suggest you do that. We're averaging $75 a day, which isn't too impressive on 12 trades. Shorts are just not doing well. Shorts were down. If we went on an only short basis, we have a 72% win rate, but we lost $1,100 on our shorts. 32.80 on our longs. Definitely want to be a long trader in history. P&L is the drawdowns are kind of high. So yeah, it was a rough day. End of day targets. We only hit one target at this R to R level. I don't suggest ever really doing a long-term view. I like to trade until about 11:30. Let's see how that looks for us. 11:30. We're down to $15 a day if we do that approach. So it's a little tight. Let's try again. We only have one target getting hit for 720. I'm going to reduce our reward to risk, and let's go down just to a 1-to-1. Let's see how that affects our P&L. So if we do a 1-to-1 reward to risk, we have a $71 average per day on $30 of commissions. So net $40. This number, none of these numbers are with commissions considered. So 7 times, that's $35. So you're making about, what, $30 or so, $35. Drawdown is pretty high here. Let's take a look at if we went to a trending analysis. We could quickly flip over to trending. Trending's a different story here. Crude, is a jumpy instrument. we're averaging over the 29 days traded, 29 days with trades, we got $500 per day in income. We do experience 24 drawdowns peak to peak, and the largest one is a 16% of the P&L, and the average is about 526. Average is about 4% of our P&L number. Let's take a look. Not too bad. I like that. Not too bad at all. Thursdays, we have been net negative Thursdays. Really been lackluster on Mondays and Wednesdays. So these three P&L lines are not helping us. Well, I mean, the green and the yellow are a little bit. I don't know what their commissions. There might be a zero based on our commission charges, of course. But Thursdays, I say we don't trade this one. If we pull out Thursdays, turn off Thursdays. Let's recalculate that. See what our average is. So now we're up to 623 a day on average. Let's take a look at our overall. Black line is gone, and we've got things smoothed out. Had some sideways movement in these areas. Other than that, some really good numbers moving up. If we just traded this, why waste money and why waste time trading on Monday and Wednesday? The market is happy to trade on Tuesdays and Fridays, right? So let's do that. Let's take out everything. Let's take out Mondays and Wednesdays. Turn them off. Hit the calc key. We're making 1125 on those days. There's 12 days with trades in them, and we have got a positive 1125. The net positive is 13.5. So if you just trade 12 days using StructureBoss, you're averaging per contract $84 per contract. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We're trading one contract per trade here, and that's doing well. Drawdown is 11%. Let's take a look at our overall P&L. Pretty solid, pretty solid. So I would really strongly consider trading this mostly on Tuesdays and Fridays. So we're coming up on, this is Wednesday, so we might take tomorrow off. Don't want to trade this tomorrow. What if we did attempted to hold on for a higher target? I'm going to do my reward to risk of 2. Where are we at on our P&L? Let's find out. 1162 hasn't changed too much. Hasn't changed too much. What if we go to a 3-to-1? Just use my mouse scroll wheel. Let's see how that affects us. We had about $1,100, and not looking too bad. Here's another idea. If we traded, we don't want to trade Thursday. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's trade Thursday. But we're going to get a little smarter here. I want to trade $400 a contract on Tuesdays and Fridays, but I only want to trade one contract on these days. Let's even do Thursday, see what happens. We might need to increase that $400 risk. Yeah, we don't see any change in the number of contracts. So let's go and let's get a little crazy here. Let's risk a little bit more money. And this will actually do a position sizing calculation. So if we risk 700 per trade, and let's see if we get more contracts traded on the good days. That's what we want to see. So yeah, so 377 trades, but we traded 518 contracts in that time. We are trading, we're down $800 a day. You don't want to be trading. You just want to pull out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays if you do that. Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Another option is let's reduce our risk greatly on Thursdays and Wednesdays and Mondays. So the way the StructureBoss works is there is a predefined optimum stop loss level, and it's based on the triangle distance. When we greatly reduce our risk per trade, that's our maximum risk. So that stop loss will get tightened up. We won't use the established or the normal stop loss location, which could be risking multiple hundreds of dollars per trade. We're maxing it out to 100, so we're pulling in that stop loss distance. Let's see how that affects our bottom line. On the days that we're not trading so well, we pick up a little bit. We pick up a little bit. So we're at 822 bucks a day. And overall, you can see now Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Mondays are basically a little bit of a loss still. So we're not able to really snap those up and get them in shape. Why don't we try moving a little bit earlier in the day? I'm going to move this to a 7 o'clock start time. How does this work for our numbers here? We're about 800, we're about 10 bucks a day more. Still, Thursdays and Wednesdays now are not so good. I'm going to see if we can, let's add a little bit more risk to Wednesdays and see what happens. So Wednesdays we're losing 1470. What happens when we increase the risk amount? We're down 1550. So Wednesdays are just not happening. I'm going to turn off Wednesdays, and let's do a recalc on that. You'll see our average P&L go up to 1,113 bucks a day for the 23 days traded. Again, Mondays and Thursdays are just not happy days. But our P&L is doing pretty well. If we go ahead and turn off Mondays and Thursdays, this is really what we want to do. I'm going to increase our risk, which will increase our contracts. Let's go to 900. That's a beautiful thing, 1838. Now, when we increase that risk, our total trades was 165, but we're trading 468 contracts. Fridays are just rock star. Fridays, $21,000 Fridays. I think I turned off the wrong day. We wanted Tuesdays and Fridays. Let's do both at 900. So this is the type of analysis you can do on StructureBoss, right? Look at that. If we increased our risk a little bit, so we're trading 179 trades, about 500 contracts, but we're doing $3,000 per day when we start increasing our positions. Not much going on in that because we pulled out that Wednesday. So let's take a look here. One of the things StructureBoss does is it prints the blue diamond. The blue diamond shows, it prints when we actually are in a trade. Now, if you double click on one of those blue diamonds, you can find out how many contracts were traded there. So this contract was this trade was based on one contract traded. This guy, however, is the one just a little bit after our guy, is a more higher contract trade. Here's two contracts traded at this level. Now these are the recommended contracts based on our risk parameters, right? This one was probably our 3-contract loser. No, we had 2 contracts, and that was a loser. You can see that we had a red line from here. So this guy was a loser. Here, let's take a look here. This is a 2-contract winner. Did well. Adding 2 contracts, maybe. Here's a 3-contract winner that we had. So this was a beautiful run up here on a recovery. Multiple contracts being entered at these positions. And this was a 2-contract trade. So again, increasing our risk numbers means we're willing to risk more on a good day. And Tuesdays and Fridays are good days, and we definitely reap the rewards from that. Let's take a look. Our stop losses, we had 38 stop outs over those 12 days traded, and 24 grand off. But look at that. Trailing stops are doing well with higher contracts traded. Up 750 at the end of the day. Closeouts. I think you don't want to be trading in the middle of the day. Let's reduce that even more and see if we can get higher above 3 grand a day. Now we're down to 2100. So If we go up to noon, let's see how that looks with our P&L average. Yeah, noon we get a little bit more juice out of that one. So numbers to consider when you're trading the crude market. Very few drawdown days. We had, well, this is probably a safe day, right? A winner. This one we had a little bit of a drawdown. Big winner. From here to here is a drawdown. Here to here is a win. The red line, we had a big winner there. We had a little drawdown here. We had a big winner here, big winner here, big winner that day, and a little drawdown on that day. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Let's take a look at Tuesdays. When do you want to be trading Tuesdays? You get some good numbers here. Now this is from 9 o'clock on the left to 9:20. So in the 20-minute period between 9 and 9:20, we're seeing a 12 win out of 13 trades, 92% win rate, averaging there about 19 ticks per trade. These are in ticks. Wins and longs and shorts. The long is the cyan line, and the shorts, the gold line is the shorts. About equal number of wins, longs and shorts are winners that accumulate and make this big P&L stick here. And then from 9:40 till 10 o'clock, that 20 minutes, good time to be trading. In this area, good time to trade from 8:40 until 10 o'clock. And that's on Tuesdays. Let's go to Fridays now. So we're looking at Fridays. Fridays are just the day to trade this market. Day to trade. Good looking things, mostly long. This is a bad long day. Time of the day. So from 11:20 to 11:40, I've had a little bit of drawdowns on the long positions. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. We could tinker, of course, with these all day. You want to find something, obviously, that has a good average. You want to find something that does well on average. And again, you don't have to trade every day. Here's trading just 2 days a week. And your total profit is, again, it's rocketing out. $39,000 on just 12 trading days. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Hey, I would love for you to like and subscribe to our channel. Like this video. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you. See if you have any questions. What markets do you want me to look at? Feel free to, shout out. What do you want us to take a poke at? Giving you some ideas here. I'm thinking about doing a morning broadcast where we could go over what we're expecting in the day for today. So I would need to hear from you. Let me know what you want, some actionable intel on. Insights lead to income, and that's what StructureBoss is all about. Any questions, email me, visit the site. Love to hear from you. Until the next time we meet, hopefully tomorrow. God bless you. Have a great day trading. Looking forward to working with you.